Okay, welcome back. And we are at this work order here with the SC1500, and it's kind of buried in the back here. So I'm turning it on and we're looking at the display, and it's in low voltage cutoff. And so as I get on the machine to try to move it backwards, okay, as soon as I hit the go button, we're not getting anything. So we're going to get a 03. That's what it may be. So I'm going to have to release the brake to move the machine around and get a better vantage point. So we're having a battery issue for the first part of this, and I'm going to get some battery information and some measurements. Looking at the batteries, this is the first place I'm going to, and this is our total voltage on this battery pack, 8.57 volts. Please note, you need on a 24 volt system at least 12 volts to operate the charger. So the charger will not recognize this battery pack. Also, some indicators of some neglect. We got some recovery water that has made it into the vent. I don't know if they have been trained. It doesn't look like they've been trained, according to the staff here, on battery care, use and care, and operation of the machine. So looking around here, let's do this while I'm on it. Let's go ahead and take a look at each battery voltage. So we got 4.2 on one and 4.3. So unit's been sitting in the back corner over here for an unknown period of time, but it was enough to get the batteries into a state of discharge. Now, dealing with these batteries, I believe they're the OEM batteries, but I'll get the date code regardless and try to fill out the battery sheet as best possible. But when you keep these batteries in this low state of charge, they're damaged almost all the time. In most cases, you cannot keep these batteries in a state of charge that is very low. Damage will occur. Here's the squeegee, and it doesn't look like it's been taken off. This is neglect. One issue that may occur, I'm going to show you on the other side, but these wheels must be free of debris. This one's stuck. Flat spots. Okay. Now, the one thing that will prevent us from removing the squeegee blades are these knobs if they're frozen shut. Okay, we lucked out. We can actually move the knobs. Otherwise, this squeegee is one that if these are stripped and you can't secure them, the squeegee has to be replaced because the fixture, the tool inside, cannot be replaced on its own. Okay, so looking down under here, I'm going to inspect the back hose. We do have a pad driver on here, and I'm going to go ahead and release that. Pad's damaged. It's been on too long. It's not being rinsed. Okay, that's part of the training that probably wasn't done. So I cannot test the devices, obviously. But looking back here, tank's not even been cleaned. I cannot power on the vac motor. That's one of the things we need to do. And looking down here, the solution's been shut off, and unscrewing the filter here. Oh, way tight. So, but also the other thing was the drive motor was unlocked. I don't know if that's responsible for an 03 code, but that's typically throttle. So that could have been the reason why it was giving me the 03, but we can't really do anything now at this point. We have to actually deal with the batteries here, and I'm going to fill out the paperwork for that with the serial numbers, of course. So with that being said, batteries are the first order of business on this machine. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate the charger, power on, and see, just to show what's happening. So we plug it in, and does a power on self-test below the machine. And I hear the relay click saying, okay, I see a set of batteries, but it's actually attempting to charge. Okay. So what I don't know, and it could possibly happen with these batteries being at such a low rate, or I'm sorry, a low voltage, I'm going to look at the business side of the charger. Okay. Okay, so I would see an error code. Now this is inverted. There would be an error code, and then there would be a change of color on the LED up on the top side for the operators to see. But right now it's attempting to charge. And let's go ahead and see what the voltage could possibly be. So right now we're on charge, and we're still seeing this indicator. But for a 24 volt system, we're at 4.8 amps at 14 volts. What may end up happening is there's going to probably be a timeout. It's got to be at a certain voltage by a certain amount of time, or they may detect a problem inside the battery. This could be our problem here, where we have a fouled, we've allowed recovery water to get into the vent and just pool and sit in there. So from 8 to 14, but actually, believe it or not, the battery should be in the 20 volt range when discharged properly, and that's kind of a deep discharge. So it could probably be 21, 22 volts when we start. It'll charge a lot more efficiently. So not knowing how long these batteries have been sitting, I still would consider replacing these batteries. So